Hello everyone, I hope you're well. Today I'm going to do a tag, and I can't actually remember the last time I did a tag video. I don't really do them on my channel, but I saw this tag and I thought it was a really fun one, so I'm going to give it a go. This is the Booktube Oldie tag, and it's for people who've been on Booktube a long time, because there is the Booktube newbie tag, which everyone does, but when I started Booktube that tag didn't exist. So all of us oldies didn't get to do that tag, so we're getting our revenge on the young ones, and so I'm just going to get straight into it. So the first question is, how long have you been a part of the Booktube community? My first video was uploaded in 2014. It was in February of 2014, and on and off from there till now I have been uploading videos onto my channel. Question 2, what was your biggest misconception before starting Booktube? That everyone read YA. Now I do know that still the top kind of tier of most successful booktubers, people over like 100,000 subscribers, they do read YA, but I feel like other people are catching up more who read just other books, because there's such a wide range of books. So when I started Booktube, my first video review was Mary Higgins Clark, Where Are the Children? It's a crime book, and so I hadn't really heard of YA. I also hadn't done any reading in my teens or in my childhood. I only, when I got to the age of 20, started enjoying reading, so I didn't know really about this genre of YA, and then I started watching Booktube videos
and realised, oh, maybe this isn't for me.
Because I put up my first video because I just wanted to talk to someone about this book, and I had done other YouTube videos on another channel. So doing YouTube wasn't new to me. I'd already done other like silly videos on another channel, and so when I put that video up I just wanted to talk to other people, and then that's when I started exploring more of Booktube and realised, loads, like YA's the thing, everyone has YA books. And so I thought for anyone to watch your videos on YouTube, you had to talk about YA. You had to have shelves behind you filled with YA books, and that was it. Nothing else was allowed. And as you know, I read loads of different books on the channel: literary fiction, historical fiction, crime fiction, classics, loads of different books. So that isn't true, but I did think the only way people will watch you is if you read YA books, which still, I would say the top most successful booktubers, they do just read YA books, but there is a sea of the rest of us all doing our own thing, and like big channels doing their own thing as well. So that was my misconception. Number 3, how do you think Booktube has changed since you first started? Well, I think when I first started watching Booktube, I had the misconception that everyone was reading YA and that was it. So as time went on, I saw other channels that were similar to my own, and I realised, oh okay, so there are all these different genres and people are reading all the different genres and talking about it, and people are watching their channels and everything. So I kind of, it's not that Booktube changed in any kind of way, it's that I started exploring Booktube more. I would say there's a lot more booktubers, there's a lot more English booktubers. In 2014 I feel like there was a lot of American booktubers, Canadian booktubers, but I didn't see a lot of English Booktube channels. But I feel like now there's a whole community of English booktubers, so I would say that's how it's changed. What is your favourite Booktube memory? I got invited a few years ago to Twitter HQ to see the Man Booker Prize winner that year, that was Paul Beattie, and I got to watch a live Q&A with him there, and that was because of my Booktube channel. I just got a message. In November, just gone, I got 2 free tickets to go and see Neil Gaiman in concert at the Barbican, and that was just because of my Booktube channel. I got an email and me and my boyfriend went there, and I'll link that vlog down below because that vlog is so funny. There's nothing really about Neil Gaiman in that vlog. I'm talking about his book, The Graveyard Book, because I'm reading it whilst I'm doing the video, but me and Dom stayed in this really cheap hotel, like the cheapest hotel, like it wasn't even a budget brand, it was a very cheap hotel, and I thought it was fine, but it was just so weird. It's just such a funny video, like Dom's reaction to the hotel room, it's very funny, and we're not snobby like people at all, we will stay anywhere, but it was so, the layout, everything, and then I opened the window in the vlog and I'm like, oh, bins, and there's these like huge bins in this dodgy alley. very funny. So I will leave that video down below. But I was thinking about this and I was thinking like, oh, I have had great things from that. Like I got these tickets to Neil Gaiman, and then my review is actually in the book The Cactus by Sarah Hayward. They took a quote from when I was reviewing the book on my channel and they put that quote into the book. So I've had great opportunities. But the first thing that just like came out that I was like, my best thing about Booktube, my best Booktube memory, is the book club. It's every month when I collect all of your reviews. I was just thinking that that is the best, and it's not that I'm ungrateful for being given the opportunities that I have from Booktube, from getting to see like shows and stuff. It's not that I'm grateful about them, it's just the feeling I get from collecting your comments every month and reading them throughout the month. You're sending me the reviews from my book club, and then I screenshot all of them, and then I do my review video and I read out your comments, and it's just this real sense of community that I feel like in modern life we don't really have that. I certainly don't have it, but I have it here with the book club, and the book club is now back on the channel, as you know. So yeah, that's my favourite memory about Booktube, is just that memory of us, our community. And when I sit down at the end of the month and I screenshot all your reviews, and then throughout the month you're sending me pictures of your editions of the book and your comments, and I just really love that. Really, that's my favourite thing about Booktube. Number 5, what are some books that that you were introduced to because of Booktube? The worst books I've ever read. It seems so rude, but when I first started Booktube, I was only introduced to YA because that's all the channels that I saw. So the Duff slammed the books that I hate. I have videos on those books going around forensically as to why I hate them, quoting moments that I hate within those books, because those books are just so popular on YA, those kind of books like Colleen Hoover and all that, and I just hate them. The majority of my books I get from charity shops, so it's kind of rare that I would hear a booktuber talk about a book and then it would just happen to be in the charity shop. Because I don't buy books new, I don't really have any like great recommendations, but it's just because I don't buy books new. I do hear booktubers talk about certain things. I'd probably say like some classics that I've heard booktubers talk about that I really like, or like editions of books that they've held up and I thought, oh, that's a nice edition, and I got that. But yeah, I would say the YA is the one from Booktube where I started buying books that I heard about. Oh, Colleen Hoover, everyone's saying Colleen Hoover's great, and then like reading slammed and literally hating it with every ounce of my being. So sorry. 6, what is something that frustrates you about Booktube? Nothing about the Booktube community, just more about myself. I wish that I would have prioritised it more. So because I started in 2014, but I took massive breaks. So throughout my time on Booktube, I have taken months off. At the beginning of this year, in January, I took 3 weeks off. I just feel like if I had been consistent with Booktube, maybe I would grow my channel more, maybe I'd be more kind of better at making videos and everything. But because I've taken such huge gaps, because I've changed jobs. When I used to work as a shop assistant and then I'd moved to work in another shop, I would take time off to transition in that. When I moved from, I used to live in Essex, then I lived in Birmingham, now I live in Bristol, so every time I moved I took big breaks, so there's like gaping holes of time within my channel, and I just wish I hadn't done that. And going forward I don't want to do that where it's like weeks and I haven't uploaded anything, and I could have uploaded things and I have the time to upload them and I just haven't, because I love like your feedback and reading the comments, and Booktube is a hobby that I really enjoy. I just wish I would have prioritised it more, but going forward I am going to, so I'm not going to be too harsh about myself. But that's it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I hate this about everyone else and I'm just absolutely perfect. No, it's just like a personal thing. I wish I didn't have such gaping holes of time within my channel. I wish I'd been more consistent with it, is the point basically. I feel like I'm oversharing in this. Like, oh, I feel like I'm saying too much. But these are my thoughts, these are my opinions. So the last one is 7. What is your hope for the future of Booktube? That it continues? that it continues on? I mean, that it just goes on and everyone does their own thing. I'm not a part of a Booktube group, so I'm just going to put down my laptop. So, a lot of people on Booktube, they're in kind of Booktube cliques, where they're a group of booktubers, they all make Booktube videos, they've all got about the same level of subscribers, and they all make videos on each other's channels, and then they grow each other's channels together. And that's not just on Booktube, that's a YouTube thing, but I'm not a part of a YouTube clique, so I'm over here doing what I'm doing on my channel by myself with the people who watch my channel, and that's it. So I don't think of Booktube as this whole community of people, because I'm just connecting to the community of people who watch my videos. I don't have friends who are booktubers who would talk about the community or a joint community, or no, like I'm just here making videos. You're sitting wherever you're sitting watching my videos, that's it, you're my community. So I don't think as Booktube is a big community, and maybe because it's just so huge. There are so many different genres of Booktube videos. There are people like me who are very chatty. There are other people who are very serious and academic. There are other people who have very stylized, beautiful, aesthetically pleasing videos. There's so many different categories of being a booktuber that I don't see it as one big family and we're all going around each other's for tea. That's not how I feel about it. I feel there's separate communities and there's separate cliques of people, and I'm not in a clique and I'm not in a community on Booktube. I'm just doing my little weird stuff over here, a real collection of different types of videos that I do, not just Booktube videos, and that's it. That's what, so I can't really say what I feel about the Booktube community going forward. What I say about my channel going forward is I just want to be more consistent. I want to make more consistent videos. I don't want going forward to have any holes of time where I don't make anything on the channel. And that's it, just carry on what I'm doing more of, you know, keep on keeping on. And that's the cringiest thing in the world. What is it people have in their home? Like, live, laugh, love, be happy. So they're so aggressive, those signs like live, laugh, be happy. When you see it on someone's wall, you go and you're like, ah! Okay, I'll try and be happy. But I'm just gonna keep on. I'm gonna keep journeying down this road of time, and I hope you'll stay with me on this journey. I don't know what that is, like patting myself. Gonna end it here anyway. I hope you've enjoyed this tag. If you're a Booktube oldie, then definitely give this tag a go, because those Booktube newbies, they stole our tagging days. And so now it's our time to shine. I'm just in such a cringe mood today. Okay, I'm gonna end it here. And I'll see you again soon for another video.